Hello everyone, Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my comic book review for the week of January the 20th, 2016. Yeah, I don't really have too many excuses this time. I've just been busy and a little bit on the lazy side, so that's why this video is a bit late. And kind of a small stack of books for this week, and on the bright side, my pick of the week was an easy pick. kind of says a little bit about the rest of the books. Just three from Marvel, and the rest are all from DC. I don't have any indies this particular week, so sorry. I'll start with Marvel. I'm going to start with Hercules number 3. Abnett and Ross. Oh my God, this creative team is just killing it with this series. I mean, this is really good stuff. We see Hercules begin a fight with centaurs, and about as the fight continues, they come to an understanding. They find out and they discuss about the uprising storm that is going to kill all the artifacts of the old Earth, all the old things, and pave the way for the new shaping and whatever, all that bullshit. Yeah, and it's like minor truce involved in here, while Hercules is continuing to investigate what's going on there. There's a thing going on with Gilgamesh in here. Hercules just lets him have it. I mean, he basically tells Gilgamesh, get off your lazy ass and reclaim your hero ship, like I'm trying to do with mine. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and we see Gilgamesh actually putting forth an effort to at least try and do something heroic. By the end of the issue, though, yeah, that's the best way I can sum it up. This issue was not bad. I mean, this was actually really good stuff. You know, we're only 3 issues in. It's too soon to judge what's the strongest or what's the weakest issue of the series. But I thought this was strong for what it was. I thought it could have been a little bit stronger, but, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. But a strong issue, very good read. I enjoyed it. I give it a 3.5. Alright, moving along to my pick of the week, folks. Star Wars number 15. Jason Aaron and Mayhew's artwork. The artwork in here was fantastic. Just fantastic. And Jason Aaron's writing was just magnificent. This issue was outstanding. It's yet another leap backward to see what Obi-Wan Kenobi was up to throughout his days as a hermit, throughout his hiding days while protecting Luke. We get to see a very young, a child Luke Skywalker in here, and we get to see just how much of a, pardon the pun here, much of a rebel he was. You know, he wants to be a pilot, he wants to be a hero and everything. And, you know, him and his aunt and uncle, they're just butting heads in here. And, you know, he's a kid, and, you know, a lot of young kids, preteens to young teen years, the kids like to rebel. They, you know, it's like Luke in here felt like an authentic, rebellious kid. It just happens to take place in a galaxy far, far away. And here you see Obi-Wan say to himself, he is indeed his father's son, which worries him because, you know, everybody got their hopes up about Anakin, and he's worried that he's seeing a repeat of what happened with Anakin in Luke. You know, and, you know, why he's there to watch out for him. But without Luke knowing. But somebody finds out about Obi-Wan watching over Luke. I'm not going to ruin who it was, But all I'll say is that confrontation was damn awesome. Just damn awesome. I loved this issue. Thought it was really good. I thought this was so good. And hell, the cliffhanger at the end of the issue just made the storytelling of what's going on now make a little more sense. But I actually enjoyed this story so much, I actually want more of this. You know, I actually want more hermit tales of, you know, Obi-Wan just before he became Ben Kenobi. You know, it's just, this was good. I mean, this was really, really good. Definitely recommend this issue. It's a filler issue until we get to the next main storyline for Star Wars. But it's definitely worth your time. It's certainly worth your money. Any Star Wars fan, I promise you, will love this issue. This was good. I give this an easy 4, maybe even a 4.5, depending on how generous I feel. But at the very least, it gets a 4. Alright. Whoop. Wrong book. Next up, Uncanny X-Men number 602, Cullen Bunn and, oh God, the Tracer is still in the artwork. I'm being patient. I'm being patient with this issue because I know that the Tracer, he doesn't stick around too long sometimes, and I'm just hoping we can get him off of this title as soon as possible and get somebody else on here. Hell, I would gladly take Chris Bocciolo, but you know, I'm actually a fan of his artwork, so yeah, easily I would take Chris Bocciolo over him. I don't even want to mention his name. I think his artwork is that bad. It's just how many. It's just that with him, I look at the female characters that he traces, you know, or that he draws, and I think to myself, how many pornographic pictures did he look up on the internet and trace over and dress them up like superheroes or supervillains? Because the poses that some of these women are in is just outright ridiculous. And as always, it's just both the women and the men, that stupid smiling. Even in the middle of battle, they're smiling. I'm sorry, if somebody's swinging their fist at me or shooting at me with lasers or something like that, the last fucking thing I'm going to do is smile. That's bullshit. Fucking tired of the smiling. Fucking tired of the smut posing. It's just ridiculous. But the writing is solid. The writing is solid. It's Cullen Bunn. Cullen Bunn is a damn good writer. It makes putting up with the shitty artwork a little bit easier. But Bunn's writing is still solid. This is a good showcase for Mystique. One of the main thing that's going on is that healing mutants with healing capabilities, are getting wiped out. And I'm not talking about mutants with a healing factor like Wolverine or X-23 and like, no. I'm talking about mutants that have a healing touch that can heal other people with either a touch or a thought or whatever. And we have a major fatality in this issue. And I do not want to ruin who it was. It just, me personally, as a big X-Men fan, when I saw who got it in this issue, it just hit me right in the ribs. It really did. You know, this character was not one of my all-time favorites, but I certainly respected the character. And then when that was tough to look at. Not a bad issue in terms of writing. The artwork was shit, but the writing was good enough to where I could say I liked it. A 3. Yeah, a 3. Artwork hurts it. I'm sorry. Moving on to Batgirl 47. Fletcher and Stewart continue their work on this. This issue was weird. This issue was a little weird. It seems, you know, Barbara's going through this problem with her memories, with her mind and everything like that. And she even has a talk with her dear old dad about it. And, you know, her dad's like, you know, if you need help from Batman, you know how to, you know, and she's like, no, I got to do this my own because, remember, She still, her being Batgirl, still not known to him. But, by the end of the issue, we get to see just how her mind has been scrambled up and everything. And I'm thinking, okay, weird, but it's not horrible. I'd like to see where they go with this. This was just a weird issue. Some good stuff with Barbara and Spoiler and Bluebird. Yes, Bluebird makes an appearance on there, minor spoiler there. And they get help from Barbara's best friend Frankie and everything. This was a good issue for what it was. Just a bit on the weird side. But then again, I've seen worse with this character, so it was alright. I liked it for what it was. I'll be generous, I'll be nice, and give it a 3.5. I'm saying it was okay compared to other issues. Okay. Harley Quinn, number 24. I'm going to say this right now. If I didn't get Star Wars, this probably would have been my pick of the week, because I really liked this. This was good. Harley is going to the mayor's office. She's like, hey, I thought we had a deal. My friend Mason, you tried to kill him in jail, and now he's been transferred to Arkham. What the fuck's going on? But yeah, good issue, heavy on the drama. Once again, heavy on the comedy. Connor and Palmiotti, they really know what they're doing with this book, as opposed to the Harley Quinn Power Girl shit, and as opposed to the Starfire stuff. But to be fair, the Starfire stuff is getting better. But this is where Connor and Palmiotti really shine. And you got Chad Hardin on the artwork, which is just really, really good. And Harley is in what I call not taking any bullshit mode. That's the best. That's really the best way to put it. And all kinds of stuff's going down, and then we get to the end of the issue. We get to see what's going on with Mason in Arkham Asylum, and I can't say any more about this issue because I'm thinking, God damn it, you just couldn't help it, could you, DC? You knew exactly what you were doing with this. We were building up to the big 25th issue, and lo and behold, we're going back to this shit. And all you die-hard Harley Quinn fans, you probably know what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm just praying, Miss Connor, Mr. Palmiotti, if you happen to be watching this, first of all, thank you for watching. Second of all, you have an opportunity to do something with this character that's away from safe mode. You could go the easy route and just go back to basics, or you can do something really good with this. I'm really anxious to see what you do in the big 25th issue. Please, do not fuck it up. This was good. This gets a 4. All right. Legend of Wonder Woman, number 1. Renee DeLiz and Ray Dillon. This was good. This is a good beginning to this little mini-series. What this basically is the beginning of the origin the origin story of Wonder Woman pre-52. This is not just the beginning of the origin of Wonder Woman. This is actually also the origin of Themyscira. Explaining, why Hippolyta, just in case people are new to this original origin story for Wonder Woman, Hippolyta's immortal, and the reason why she asked for a child is because immortals are unable to conceive children, are unable to bear children. So that's where you get the whole stuff that she was made out of clay, made out of dirt, and boom, there's your child. We also are shown that how the Amazons become pregnant without the need of man. Minor spoilers in there, because this is the this is the pre-52 origin story of Wonder Woman, probably with a new 52 spin on it a little bit. But it's more or less the first origin story of Wonder Woman, the story that a lot of diehard Wonder Woman fans would probably prefer over what we got now, which, me personally, I'm fine with her being the illegitimate child of Zeus. I'm fine with that, because that actually makes more sense than being made out of clay. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I like this. I like this origin story. It's just, I like them both, to be honest. And this was actually really good. You get to see how Diana was being bred from youth. You know, it's like she's the princess of Themyscira. She's destined to be queen. So, of course, Hippolyta doesn't want her to fight, doesn't even want her to learn how to fight. And you all know this story. You all know where this is going. Diana wants to fight. She wants to learn. And she goes to one of Themyscira's most promised warriors for training. I can't pronounce the character's name to save my life. Alcippe. I can't. Fuck it. It's just, you know who it is. But this was good. A good beginning to this storyline. Digging it. Like to see what other tweaks and twists they do to it, or are they gonna go straight through the way it originally was? I don't know. But it was a good beginning. A 3.5. Alrighty. Moving on to Poison Ivy. Cycle of Life and Death, number 1 of 6. The creative team does a good job with this. This honestly was not what I was expecting it to be. What it actually is Poison Ivy trying to redeem herself. You know, it starts off in Africa. She rescues a rare plant and takes it back to the Gotham Botanical Gardens, where she has a job. And she's trying to, you know, like I said, she's trying to redeem herself. And I knew this was coming. I really honestly did. I called it. Harley Quinn. Harley makes an appearance in here. And the way she bursts into the book, she kind of comes in acting like the jealous, overprotective girlfriend. You know, this issue actually did a good job of making Harley and Ivy look like a legitimate couple. You know, Harley's like, why can't I check on you? I want to know where you are and stuff like that. And you know, Ivy's telling her, it's like I'm a big girl, I can handle myself. You know, they actually, for a very short period of time, they bickered like they were they're in a relationship. And they actually had an argument, and Harley storms off. It's like, man, that looked real. I liked that. Give me more of that shit. But please let them make up in the end. Giggity. But yeah, that was probably the highlight of the issue. The rest of the stuff was just okay. But I knew I had to get this because, you know, Poison Ivy's my favorite female villain ever. You know, I love her more than I love Harley. That's the truth. So, hell, I got her first appearance ever, so of course I'm going to get this. But the issue ends with a big whoa kind of moment. It's just don't know where they're going from here, but I'm hooked. I'm sold. I'm ready to see where they go. This was a decent beginning. Really good. Like I said, the stuff with Harley was the highlight of the issue. Hands down. The rest of it was good for what it was. It gets a 3.5. Alright. Next up, Secret 6, number 10. Now, probably wondering why this is the only book in the stack that's loose. There's a reason why. I almost wanted to put this up in a special video on my Tumblr page or on my Twitter page or hell, even on Facebook. But I thought, you know, what the hell, I'll just do it here. But take a look at this cover. This cover is awesome. But then again, so is that cover. Look at this. I got a foobar. My copy is literally double covered. Even on the back. Even on the back, it's double covered. I have a double covered issue of Secret Six. Now I don't know how everybody else's copies look, but yeah, let me know in the comments section below if your copy of Secret Six number 10 looks like this, because that's just weird. But on to the issue. Gail Simone, my lady, always a pleasure to read your work. This also could have, been pick of the week worthy, had it not been for Star Wars with Marvel. But still, excellent read, really good stuff. This, well, then again, consider this a pick of the week for DC. I'll cheat a little bit. But yeah, this was a heavy spotlight for Black Alice. And oh my God. It's like I said, and I've told Gail this myself, and it's one of the things that really draws me in with her writing. She is able, I don't know how she does it, but she is able to make me give a damn about literally almost every character she writes for. Even minor characters that I normally wouldn't give a shit about. She makes me give a shit. I care. Because of her, I care about Porcelain. I care about the ventriloquist. I sure as hell care about Black Alice. I care about Big Shot, Ralph Dibny. I've always cared for Scandal Savage and Catman. But, and I've always cared for Ragdoll and Jeanette. It's like the characters from the movement. I fell in love with those characters. It's just something about the way she writes all these characters that she gets. And they just grab me. And I'm captivated. I'm invested. I gotta know what they're doing. I gotta know what makes these characters tick. I don't think any other writer can do this for me. Not even Mark Waid. Mark Waid can make me care, but not as heavily as I would care when Gail Simone writes a character. It's just something about it, and Black Alice was indeed the star of this issue, and you can tell, it's like in the artwork from Eaglesham, oh my God, the artwork just sells the writing, it just sells the story so well. The way the facial expressions are done, especially with Black Alice, you can tell she's just suffering and she wants to end it. And so she reluctantly asks Scandal for help, and Scandal reluctantly helps her. But when Scandal decides to help Alice, we see literally quite a whole nother side to Black Alice, and it just made me go, holy fucking shit. This was good. This was damn good. And it just ends on one of those notes where you're like, oh God, what the fuck do we do? This was just an amazing read. Fantastic. Consider it a little cheat that this is pick of the week for DC, because, as much as I loved this issue, I was just captivated by Star Wars. But this was awesome. This was an awesome read. Well worth your time. This is good stuff. Any Gail Simone fanboy or fangirl will love this shit just as much as I did. Good stuff. Gets a 4. Maybe even a 4.5 as well. Just like Star Wars got. Awesome. We're ending this with Wonder Woman number 48. Finch and Finch. Gotta love that stuff. The good writing. Great artwork. Just great artwork. Yeah, this wasn't as strong as the rest of the series has been here lately. Let's see. We have the main antagonist is a foreign character who hates America. Oh boy, I've never seen that before. Oh, I've never seen that shit before. Fuck. That's completely original, DC. And what's even worse is her fucking name. Dr. Poison? Oh my god, that's fucking lame. Oh, that was lame. Yeah, the rest of this was all right for what it was. The artwork clearly outshined the writing in this particular issue. That doesn't mean this wasn't a bad issue. It just wasn't as strong as the series has been. And Diana, they're sticking true to her character and how she ticks. And she's not resorting to violence and fighting right off the bat. She's trying to talk some sense into her and all that stuff. And then the issue just ends with a cliffhanger that just came out of nowhere. I mean, it's like it just came out of nowhere. It's like when I got to the end of the issue, I was like, okay, where the fuck did that come from? Okay, now what? It was one of those kinds of cliffhangers. It's like minor spoilers here. You got, Diana takes care of Dr. Poison, but they leave it open to where she can come back, I hope. I don't know. Depending on what's going on the last time we see her in this issue, it's kind of up in the air. And you see Diana having a conversation in a diner, and then boom, we're at Olympus, and then there's something wrong. But I don't want to ruin what it is, but it just felt like it just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, okay, now what are you going to do? It just kind of feels like knee-jerk reaction storytelling. It's like, okay, we're going down this way. No, we're going to go down this way now. And, okay, we're having a good time telling this part of the story. And boom, right back to here. It felt like that. And it kind of hurts the book a little bit because I don't know where they came. I don't know where that cliffhanger came from. I don't know where it's going. And I don't even know if it's got me hyped or not for the next issue. It is what it is. It wasn't a bad book. I just think it could have been a little stronger than this. But still, the artwork is just fantastic. I'll give this a 3.5. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all know about the shout-outs and, who the shout-outs go out to. The links, as always, will be in the description below. Please check me out here. Follow me, whether it be here on YouTube or whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, wherever you want to do. Stick around for Arkham Asylum Studio. Hopefully we can get another video up there as well. And shout out to my bros, TheMtVernonKid, Deadpoolzilla, Brandon Hex. Please subscribe. If you haven't done it already, give me a thumbs up. What you think of these books, what you think of this video. I need to shut up. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Groot. I'll see y'all later.